question. What if your next 90 days didn't depend on chasing thousands of followers, but simply finding 22 of the right people? Tonight, I'm walking you through something I call the 22 person plan, a roadmap to a 30K goal in 90 days. This is not hype. It's not a promise. It's the math. So the structure, the reality behind what that goal actually requires. So I'm going to walk you through this. Hey guys, if you don't know my name is Paula Digital Granny. If you're watching live or on the replay, I'm really glad that you're here. You can also drop that down where you're watching from. If you're over 50, faith driven, busy, and tired of overcomplicating income, you are in the right place. Now, as you're watching, you can drop in the comments, you can say hi in the chat, and you can also type 22 if having a simple income goal sounds refreshing to you. So we're going to walk through this tonight. By the end of this video, you'll leave knowing whether this high ticket model actually makes sense for you. Why alignment matters more than volume. Okay, we're going to talk about high priced versus low priced, and what's required and what's not, and exactly how we have an upcoming 30K and 90-day run inside of our community that fits into this. Okay, so now I'm going to give you a quick disclaimer. I'm going to walk through real numbers and potential income. This is not, and I'm going to repeat, this is not a guarantee that you'll make 30K. This is a breakdown of the math required to hit that goal. It shows you the roadmap, but you still have to drive the car. Okay. So you might want to grab a notebook and let's look at the math. Hello, Jocelyn. How are you? So let's get right into this. I am going to start by adding this up here like this. And we're going to jump right into this. Now, let me see if I can make me a little bit bigger. Okay. So the 22 person plan, a roadmap to 30K and 90 days. This is what I'm going to be talking about this evening. I'm going to show you how this works. And let me get over here. So let's stop overcomplicating income goals. We often think we need millions of views to make money online. See, sample right there. But when you have a high ticket in demand product that pays $1,400, which is 100% profit, the math changes. So this is where the 2 hours of focus on the income producing activities comes in. So I'm going to pause that for a second because I actually want to walk you through what does that look like. So I'm going to change this a little bit because you guys will not be able to see. So I'm going to make it, you get to see my whole entire living room. Well, not my whole entire living room, but you get to see the best. Okay. So let me share with you what that 2 hours looks like, because you're going to want to focus on mastering 2 hours on one platform. I'm going to walk you guys through what this is. Okay. Now, you should be able to see this the proper way. I see it backwards, but you should see it the proper way. If it's not, and if it's backwards, if Jocelyn's still here, if you can let me know, or if whoever else is here, just let me know if it is indeed backwards, because we don't want backwards. So we focus on 2 hours a day. Sorry. And I'm going to break this down. It looks so weird to me on here because I see it backwards. 2 hours. What are we doing? We are creating content. Okay. Content. Now, what are we doing? We're making short little pieces or short little videos, not pieces, but short little videos. And I got my comments hidden. Hold on a second. You can't see much of the board, but it is forward. Oh, you're on the phone. Okay. You're on the phone. Hold on. Cause I got a phone and that's probably a lot better because I'm on a phone and I'm on the computer at the same time. Okay. So I forgot about that. Thank you, Jocelyn. So 3 pieces of content. Videos. We are working on 7 seconds, 30 seconds. I forgot about that little slight difference because my screen is so much larger on the computer than it is on the phone. And I have both of them. Okay. 7 seconds, 30 seconds. Thank you, Jocelyn. 7 seconds, 30 seconds, and 1 minute. You guys, this is what I do. I have a little phone. I make content. You have to be willing to learn the skills to create the content. So, what are we learning? We are learning marketing skills. Half hour and the next half hour. This half hour right here is post free ads. That is simply posting, copy paste. Don't know what that is or how that works. In our program, we give you 200 high traffic websites, and we will show you exactly how to do that. Okay. So you don't come into this having experience. I came into this with no degree, no experience, no tech skills, no nothing. I had to be willing to learn some new skills to create the videos. Okay. Post free ads and respond to comments. You guys, you can do this. Respond to comments. We already know you guys are pros. You learn this, and this is the major focus right here. You have to be willing to learn some what we call marketing skills. So we're going to learn how to make content like this. Okay. 7 seconds, 30 seconds, and 1 minute. Okay. Thank you. It's a little different because I am streaming on the phone and on a camera, and I forgot about this. But thank you, Jocelyn. Okay. So let's you guys can see who's commenting. Okay. All right, let's get back to this so that you understand what it is that we're doing. All right. And I will come back to the whiteboard in a second. So how the 22-person model works. That's where we were. We're going to move to the next one. And let me get on it. Sorry. There we go. So to hit 30,000, I want you guys to think about this with me. To hit 30,000 in 90 days, you don't need an army. You know, a lot of people have this in their head and they got it wrong. They think they need a whole bunch of views. They think they need to go viral. That is not this. Okay. So you need 22 sales. 22 sales. That breaks down to just 2 people a week. Reaching 2 people a week who need what you have. We are not out here for the masses. No. That's not how this works. So reaching 2 people a week who need what you have is a lot different than trying to go viral. See, this only works with automations. So I'm going to share with you how automations work. But look that's 22 people right there standing in front of you. 22 people. And I had fun doing that. Okay. So let me get my little whiteboard and let me explain to you that automated system, because that automated system is out there working for us 24 hours around the clock. And I want to kind of go pretty quickly through things tonight because I like my videos to be short. I like them to get to the point and to be short, informational, but short. So what do? Now let me shimmy over a little bit so you guys can see over there. All right. So I make short little videos on TikTok. You can choose any social media platform that you are comfortable on. Okay. If you've never used TikTok, that's okay. You could do it on YT. You could do it right on the shorts. You could do this on IG. You could do this on FB. Choose, but you could get in front of a large amount of people in a short period of time with TikTok. So when somebody says, hey, I am interested in what you have, how do I get more information? Well, that's easy. My profile, my website. And then they have to take this action, because this action right here kickstarts your 24-hour automated system. What is that? Man, this is how I got my very first customer at 4:00 in the morning on a Sunday morning. He went through this, got the information, which is what you want. You want somebody to be able to get the information, not have to wait for you to email them back or answer them back. He got all the information and he started, and I woke up to a customer. So as soon as somebody drops their email in, it kickstarts this. they see a short little 5-10 second video and then need to check their inbox, because that inbox is where the blueprint is. Okay. So I'm giving you a blueprint, and that blueprint, because of that blueprint, we have, now this is just the top people. I'm not including all the people that are making thousands a month. There are 126 six-figure income earners in the US. We have 4 six-figure income earners in Canada, 28 millionaires in South African rands, okay? Because of following a blueprint. Now, as soon as you grab that blueprint, you're going to be on a short little journey with me. Now, here's a stat that you might be interested in. 1 out of 20 people that take this action right here, they get started. The average is 1 out of 20 gets started. My number one selling program is a $900 program. It will soon be a $14, because we just upgraded into Spanish. So this automated system, where is it? Right there. This automated system, you can screenshot this if you like, because this is out there working for us 24 hours around the clock. What are you going to do with 22 hours in a day for yourself? Do you want to go travel more? Do you want to spend more time with your family? Everybody has different goals, but what would you do? You could drop it in the comments. What would you do with 22 hours in the day? And we're just going to get right back to the presentation. Okay. So that's how that works. We have an automated system. We focus on doing where is it? Am I still here? No, hold on. We focus on doing that 2 hours. Okay. 2 hours of doing the income earning activities. And then we have an automated system. So these are 2 people that I'm just sharing with you. Her first sale in less than 4 weeks. She said, can I make it bigger? No, I can't. She said, hallelujah. I just got my first sale of 9. This is amazing. If a 60-year-old schoolgirl with no experience in tech has done this, then you can do it too. Okay. And then we have Anna, 1,400 and a 900. That's 2,300 in one day. She said before 10 o'clock in the morning. I still have to pinch myself. One time for fun, I went in the community and I typed in the word pinch, and I was laughing because there was like hundreds of people that use that word. I like to have fun with what I'm doing. So this business is life-changing. Absolutely. Absolutely. So speaking of that, I must tell you my story, because a lot of you guys may not know my story. I want to get out of debt and help grandkids pay for college. So this is what Jocelyn said. And this is a lot of people that are out there. And I should have shared, there was a great grandma post. I like grandma posts. Okay. I'm a nana too. I am a nana of 2, soon to be 3. But yes, we want to get out of debt, and we want to be able to help our grandchildren, our adult children. It is a blessing to be able to help out our families. And this is literally changing the lives of thousands of moms, grandmas, dads, and grandpas. And then she goes, and then travel. I love it. Okay. So if you don't know my story, I was a dasher in 2024. I was doing the dash. There's my beloved black Suburban. I was stuck. Okay. Working 40 plus hours, aiming for 1,800 a month, doing 40 plus hours. And I was praying to God, where are you? I need something else, because I don't have a degree. I don't have any special skills, no high income earning skills, nothing like that. Long story short, I lost my truck and my job in the same day. And God brought me away. Let me make me a little bit bigger. God brought me away to work from home. And this is that. It literally saved us. I had 4 kids in the house at the time. I am a mom of 5. I have 3 homeschoolers and 2 adults. And because of this, I have been at home for 20 months taking care of my kids, being in my happy place. And if you are not in your happy place doing what makes you happy, then you should stop. Look at this. See if this is something that you want to do, because I was simply willing to learn some new skills. This is not a 9 to 5 grind. If you're looking for a grind, this is not that. This is the kind of thing that fits into our lives. And so if you have a phone and you have Wi-Fi, you can do what we are doing if you're willing to learn and willing to create that content, because this is the perfect time to get started. I'm going to share why in a few minutes. So I don't do the dash. I've been at home with my children because of this. So let's go forward. Oh, this is my first bundle pack. Okay. I upgraded. Let me tell you this. I upgraded 2 weeks ago, and I didn't want to upgrade. And one of my friends in here was like, you should upgrade. And I didn't want to, because when we started, 900 was our program, right? Legacy 9, and it was 900. So in October, Spanish came out. That's what the bundle pack means. It means Spanish and English. So long story short, she's laughing at me because I wouldn't upgrade. I don't speak Spanish. I don't need Spanish. I was wrong. I lost $1,000 because I didn't upgrade. I'm sharing this with you for a reason. I didn't upgrade. I lost $1,000. January came rolling in, and somebody else asked me to upgrade. Then I met a woman who spoke Spanish as her first language. English was her second. And I was like, oh man, I should have got the Spanish, because you can't sell it if you don't have it. And I was like, I should have upgraded. So that was my moment. And I said, that's it. I'm going to upgrade. So I'm saying that to say this. If you're going to sit and watch us share this stuff, listen, I don't know how much you could be losing, because had I not started, the following day I upgraded. The following day I brought in another 5. The next week brought in another 5. And this was the first 14. This is crazy how this works, but I would have lost $2,400 plus the other 1,000, which would have made it 3,400. I would have lost 3,400 by me being stubborn and not upgrading. So I would suggest to you, listen, if you're watching, watch this. I'm going to walk you through all of this stuff. You're going to be able to make a decision by the end of this, whether you would like to go forward, if this is something of interest or not. And we're actually going to be doing so you want to be started. I think it's next week, we're doing a 30K and 90-day run. So I'm going to explain that in a little bit, but it is important. And I should have upgraded before, but I didn't. So what's the difference between low price versus the high price product? Now, if you guys, if you have to go for any reason, make sure that you grab that blueprint. It might be scrolling up here and it might be scrolling down here. That's how you actually get started. That's how you get more information. Okay. So grabbing that blueprint is your first step. Now back to this low price versus high price product. This is something that I learned that I wish I would have known before. If you're selling something cheap, you need a lot of people. And I wish more people knew this, because a lot of people think, oh, it's TikTok shop. Oh, I'm going to sell a dollar store marker and I'm going to get rich. I want you to stop and think about that for a second. How many customers would you need if you were making a buck a marker, just to make the math easy, because I am not a mathematician. But if you were going to sell this, make 100% profit, make a buck every marker, it would take you 1,400. And think about that. 1,400 customers, right? 1,400 to bring in 1,400. Or do you want one $1,400 program from one customer? It's crazy to me. I wish I would have known this stuff years ago. I wish I did. You don't know what you don't know. And I didn't know that. So if you're selling something cheap, you need a lot of people. That's why people feel exhausted. They're always chasing the next view, depending on what they're doing, right? So with this model, you don't need crowds. It takes one person to be a customer. And that is probably one of the most important things that I've learned in this journey over the past 20 months. We're not out there for the crowds. Not everybody is going to be drawn to you. Um, this is a good thing. This is a good thing. Um, Jocelyn said, yes, so true. It is. So we're learning what is called attraction marketing. Yes, we learn marketing skills in this. And I'm gonna just say this. I wish I would have had these skills years ago. I think that every single person should have marketing skills. It kind of broke my heart. I was scrolling, I think it was yesterday. I was scrolling on social media and I saw this woman who had a restaurant and man, she said it. She was like, "I wish I had marketing skills, but I don't have any." And I was like, she was gonna lose her restaurant. She knew she had no marketing skills, and this is one of the worst things. Like, I wish every single small business owner would know you need marketing skills. That should be your first priority. Marketing skills. What are we learning in here? We're learning marketing skills. But you don't have to know anything about business. You don't ever have to have a business. You just got to be willing to learn. It just broke my heart when I saw it yesterday because I thought, man, she's going to lose her whole restaurant. I didn't watch the whole thing, but it made me sad for her. Anyways, so we're learning attraction marketing and getting in front of the people who are already thinking the way you are. That's part of attraction marketing. So I tend to draw people that are faith driven, just like me, parents, people in this season of life who want more freedom, people who are done with the hustle, people who are typically they're looking for extra income, they want to slow down or they want to travel, they want to have more income but more time. You don't need everyone, which I hope that I've explained that. You just need 22 people to see you. 22 people. There's five, and I don't know what it is at now. 5.5 billion people are actively scrolling on social media. 22 people to see you. Okay. So let's go. Who is this for and who isn't this for? Who is this for? It's for the person who wants to build a sustainable business. It's not a cash grab or a quick rich, whatever you want to call it. It's for the person who's willing to learn a skill. So we're going to learn marketing skills. Who is it not for? It's not for the person who wants money for doing nothing. I'm sorry, I got to say it. If you aren't willing to work the 2-hour system, because we want to master the 2 hours, that's how we get our time back. And I actually just put, if you aren't willing to work the 2-hour system, the math won't work for you because you got to put in the effort. And we're not talking about a grind here. So to me, it's like, wow, that's it. Like, I worked so much harder in my life than focusing on 2 hours on one platform. Now I am on 2 platforms. So depending on what I'm doing today, I put this thing together. So I spent a little bit more time, but I don't do this every day. 22 people to start building on your goals. That's it. Look, that's it. You guys, that is it. So let's go to the next screen. This is what it's called. It's called Legacy Builders Bundle Pack. Okay. Now, inside of the blueprint, when you grab the blueprint, you'll get more details. But this is what it is. We are learning high income earning skills called marketing skills. Now, did I go to the next one? Okay. So this is a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. Does anybody have any questions? Because I do like to go through everything and I like to show you guys. But actually, because I'm on time, I really I want to show you something. So let me hide that. I'll quickly show you because I didn't know if I was gonna, I don't like to go over 30 minutes. So let me just, where's my screen share? I'm on my screen share. Oh, I'm so silly. Okay, hold on. Let me find it. I'm just going to show you what it looks like to start. Okay. Give me a second to show you. We have a community. I'll show you that. This is what I want you to see. Now, can I make it a little bit bigger? Because it's better when it's bigger, right? Okay. So as you can see, this is our community, 58.8K inside of our community. And let's get off of her. Sorry. This is the founder, Mama of 6, Grandma of 5. So we are actually starting a 30K and 90-day run goal. So that is something that's going to happen. It's starting, I think it's Tuesday. I'm not sure, but it is next week. So if you want to get started, I would encourage you to get started, get set up, get going. Let's go. So this is what it looks like. You also get to be a part of my community. My community is right here. You'll have direct messaging access to me. And let's get back to this one because I'll quickly 25. And then this is the founder again. This is what it looks like. You start right here. Okay. So it looks like I haven't done nothing. 7 out of 100. That's because we upgraded and then we got all the new stuff inside and the other stuff didn't carry forward. So it looks like I'm a newbie. But anyways, that's how you get started right in the start here. Does anybody have any questions for me? And let me bring you back to my little thing here. And it says, and if you have questions after, this is how you can reach me. Grab the blueprint and you can email me. You'll have my email. You can just respond back with email. You can also drop your questions inside of this in the comments. Okay. And you've seen the math. I've gone through everything. If it clicks, don't just watch, run with us because we are doing that 30K and 90-day run. It happens inside the program with a simple daily video guiding you each day, which I love every single day. Every single day. She is so diligent, determined, and disciplined to give us a daily video. And I'm talking like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay. You're not doing this alone. And here, when you start with me, you'll get access to my private coaching community, my real live strategy. That's if you choose to go live. You don't have to go live. And actually, I didn't even mention this, but you can go faceless if you want to go faceless. There are 2 extra trainings of faceless inside of the bundle pack. You also get direct messaging, direct messaging. What time does she come on? I don't know. I'll have to get back to you. Direct messaging access to me inside of school. And how do you get started? You just drop in your email inside of Granny's Getting Paid, and then you will get more details and you'll be able to send me back a reply email and ask me any questions that you have. That's how you're going to get started. That's all I have right now. I mean, I'm so thankful for you guys showing up. I'm thankful for you hanging out. If you're going to watch the replay later, then just drop in replay and let me know where you're watching from because I love to see people from all over the world. And YouTube is the coolest for all to follow all over the world. I know I am streaming to more than one platform right now, but I love all the social media platforms. Thank you guys so much for your time. God bless you. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me. And I should have made myself bigger before, but thank you again. God bless you guys. Have a good night. Bye.